All right, people, it's about that time again. You know what it is, man. We getting close to the end of the show, man. You know, and we like to take these questions and answer them. The 3 questions, marriage tips. They don't necessarily have to apply to married people. It could be a fiance, you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, or you've been dating this girl or guy for a while, or you've been dating this girl and girl for a while, you've been dating this guy and the guy for a while. It's all the same, people. It's all the same. No matter what it is, all the same. It's all the same. This can help you, you know what I'm saying, just like it helped us, you know what I'm saying. But let's get into it. The first question of the night, question number 1 is, do you think married partners should be equal in the decision-making power?
Yes.
You answer that pretty quick, but let's be objective here. Let's go back a while back. You know, let's speak objectively.
I'm going to say yes and no. I say, as far as like in any relationship, it should always be equal, like 50-50. As far as like a marriage, it should definitely be that, because what your decision is, the decision that you decide to make, or like as far as like a decision that you decide to make, it's not only going to affect you, but it also affects your household, your partner. It could affect your children if you have them. I mean, it can affect a number of things because it goes down like a trickle-down effect. So let's say you decide to take this job and you have to up and move all the way to Canada, and you have to leave next week, and you decide to take the executive decision to do it without even coming to tell me and saying, hey, babe, this is what my job is offering me to relocate me to here. I have to leave next week. I did agree with it. And I was just like, so then that means you would expect me to just drop everything that I have going and continue on and follow. And as to me, I just feel like it should be 50-50, and that all decisions should come at once on the table, and it should be talked about before actually deciding on that decision.
Now, this typically how it goes for most relationships. If the guy makes the most money, he get to make all the decisions. If the woman make the most money, she get to make all the decisions. Because you know how it is. You coming home, the woman that worked all day or all week, then she got to pay the bill. Then you know she mad. She look at you. Why don't you get up and do something? I mean, what? I would say, oh, Lord, here we go. Because, sometimes you be down, and one person might be making more than the other. So, that person automatically feels like they've been working all day, they've been tired, that they're entitled to boss you or make decisions not regarding you. Especially women. Let me tell you something about women. We ain't going to get into that, but I was raised by women, and they can keep secrets. They tell you what they want to tell you, but that's understandable.
Well, yeah,
that's cool. And, if you make more money than me, that's fine. But as the man of the household, I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to put my foot down, and if you don't accept it, I'll step until you get with the program or don't get with the program. Now, if you got a dummy, and babe, your decision-making skills ain't really up to par. When it comes to the bill, the light bill, he or she taking the money and don't know what to do with it, and they're going to jack it up. Regardless, even if listen, I need you to pay this bill by 5 o'clock or the light's going to be cut off, and you come home and the damn light's cut off. You see, all the decision-making of paying the bills, you need to have it to the more responsible person. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the kids going to school, you know what I'm saying? You can split that or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Like, not these little petty decisions like where the kids going to get the haircut at or where you going to, you know what I'm saying, eat at that night or something. And then we talk about major decisions that cause an effect, like, just like she said, like moving to a place, you know what I'm saying, where you got to uplift and take the whole family with you, because it ain't just you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it gradually worked itself out. I used to try to preach and teach this to my wife, for a long time. Hey, listen, look, it's just not you anymore, and it's just not me anymore. So you can't move like it's just you, because everything you do going to affect us, and everything I do going to affect us. But more than likely, you know what I'm saying, I could just run off in the middle of the night. They ain't gonna care about me, you know what I'm saying? But we need you to stay grounded and strong and holding the household down, because we gonna go jack up and make some stupid mistakes. We gonna mess up. That's a given. So, ladies, check it off on your calendar. Each quarter, each 3 months, expect at least 2 jack-ups.
5.
Average. I didn't work it down for 5. You know what I'm saying? Average. Work that down. Brothers gonna mess up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give us a break, man. Hey, look, but it'll balance out, man. You just can't let the person that with no sense make all the decisions, because
absolutely
it's not gonna make no sense. Like, she's strong in areas and I'm strong in areas. So her strong points, I let her handle it. My strong points, she let herself handle it. You don't let me handle it.
That's what I'm about to say. Lies.
All right.
All right. Do you believe unmarried cohabitation is acceptable? I'll
go first on this one. It's acceptable to a certain point. To a certain point where it click in your mind that you know, okay, I've been with this woman or guy for a while. Now it's time for him or her to step up to the plate. More than likely, it's going to be the guys. Guys, you've been with a woman for a while, you know what I'm saying? You stand, you know what I'm saying? Man, what's the word for it? You living in, what is it when you're not married? Not living in sin, but fornicating.
Fornication, shacking up.
You shacking up. You fornicate, you shacking up. I came to her like, hey, man, look. We've been staying together a while. We got to get married. Oh, why you want to marry? Why you want to marry? Because we've been together.
I'm marry you before you marry me.
It don't matter. We've been together. It's time to get, because like when we met each other, I couldn't stay in my separate place and she stay in her separate place and we could be together. That ain't gonna work.
No.
We got to stay together and make this thing work. But I ain't gonna babble on. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get in here.
Yeah, weirdly. Yeah, we started living with each other like a week after being with me.
Boy, you know I'm gonna handle my business when it comes to that thing. I got to see what mine is. Hey, look, hey.
15, 16 years, married 11. So I believe that, as he said, it's acceptable up to an extent. So let's say we've been together for 5 years and I still don't have a ring on my finger. You're not even attempting to marry me. You're not even talking about marriage. You bump me off when we have a conversation about it. So that means it's one or two things. Either that you don't see us as far as the future, or the second thing is that you don't want to be with me as far as like long term, and you don't want to be married. So what's the point of us living together, doing things together, having everything together, and you don't want to just go ahead and say, well, at this point in time, you have to start leading by an example. If you have children within your household, how would you feel if your daughter or your son sees you laying up with you are technically girlfriend and boyfriend. Y'all are laying up every day, every single night, but you're not making an honest relationship out of it under God's eye. And you're not taking and deciding to say, okay, well, me and you've been together for this amount of years. I do see myself with you in the future. I do see us being together forever. Let's get married. If that's not on your plans, why waste that person's time? Because that Mr. Right or Mrs. Right could be waiting for that same person that you over there shacking and laying up with, because you deciding that you don't want to move forward with the next step of life and being a couple under God's eye. Because all you doing is fornicating. That's pretty much all you're doing.
And trust me, stuff gonna
it's
go
gonna
wrong
happen, because
all the time
anything's gonna happen, right. And at the end of the day, you're not the wife, you're not the husband, so you can't make executive decisions if something bad was to happen to this person. At the end of the day, you don't have those legal rights to do anything, so anything can happen, and your say will pretty much not honestly matter, because
it won't matter at all.
Who are you? The boyfriend? The girlfriend? That's all you are. And at that point in time, you have to realize, okay, if you in a relationship with somebody and y'all are long term, if you don't feel that at the end of the day, like, you don't see yourself married to this person, giving this person your last name, then why waste each other's time? Let that person move on and be able to find somebody that wants to be with that person forever.
Man, sometimes we just be in love. And I
Being
ain't
in
never gonna
love?
let her go.
Well, if that's the case, then you can't put a ring on my finger. Love is not going to change the fact that we're sitting in this house and
love don't live here anymore.
and we're not doing that common law marriage stuff because we're not Billy and you ain't Lily. Not doing it.
Hey, being married have its perks and its benefits and stuff like that. And its downfall. Now, if she get mad at you and you got your check coming in the mail, and if she take it and go, you can't do nothing about it.
Sure can't.
You can't do nothing
Absolutely
about it.
not.
She can go withdraw money anytime, anything she want to do. She can call to make changes.
Sure
you know
can.
what I'm saying? Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that in mind, which is not a bad thing because you want somebody there to vouch for you. If something go on and you're still trying to transition from out of the nightlife and the streets and the being at home and stuff like that, something happen, you got the one person right here that's going to vouch for you. All them other fools you're hanging with, they're going to tell on you. But, you know what I'm saying? It's acceptable to a certain extent and point. But
just at the end of the day, you can't live in sin, and don't waste each other's time. If y'all don't see each other being long term or forever, then allow that person to go off and be with someone that does want to be with them forever.
Love her.
Love don't cost a thing.
All right, final question of the night. Question number 3. Can children be raised successfully in a household with a single parent?
Absolutely. Sure can.
Oh, okay.
They sure can.
I mean, it depends.
No, it does not depend. They can be raised successfully in a single parent household as long as that parent, it could be a single mother, it could be a single father. I've seen it go both ways. When there's a dad that took care of his children, when the mom decided to run off and go do her own thing, and those kids grew up to be great. And the same as far as with mom. Kind
of tainted when a question like that asked, it make you seem like from the jump, like you just put a parent on the board. Okay, place the parent, then place the child. Okay, now y'all go. But 9 times out of 10, for them to be a single parent, something that happened to the other parent, either alcohol issue, imprisonment, or the parent was jacking up. So,
or it could just be the parent don't want to be a part of their child's life.
Well, that's
it can be.
Reason. That's for. It's a whole lot of reasons. So, I mean, they could be successfully raised in a single parent household. It's all the time. Those parents, hell, look at all the women that go adopt these black kids and stuff like that, and they raise them up. They go get the kids. That's another story. But I mean, you would prefer not to go that route. You would want a healthy relationship. You want a healthy balance.
You would. I mean, irregardless, let's say y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all decided to have a kid, and then y'all break up, and then the child is living with the mom or living with the dad, and y'all are doing this co-parenting thing. Y'all are still in a single parent household because you're not there every night, she's not there every night, and vice versa. So again, they can be, because your child could be raised by both ends, you being single dad, you being single mom. The child could be raised and still get the luxuries of both sides, or it could be vice versa, that the dad doesn't want to be a part of the child's life, or the mom doesn't want to be a part of that child's life, but that parent, as a single parent, takes on the role of both mom and dad and does the best that they can to make sure that their child is provided for and get the needs that their child needs, to make sure that their child is successful and make sure that their child grows to be somebody. So absolutely, it doesn't matter. I've seen kids that grow with both parents in the household and turn out to be crackheads. I've seen that.
Man, wait a minute, not all, a certain percentage.
I didn't say all. I said I have seen there's children who grew up with mom and dad who ends up turning out to be on drugs, end up turning out to be in rehab, end up turning out to be a nobody working at the gas station down the street, and they decide they don't want to do nothing with their life. I mean, again, I have seen that. And then I've seen single moms, single dads who raise their children. They became out to be lawyers. They became out to be doctors. They came out to be judges. You hear it all the time on these shows, like Judge Mathis talks about it, and all of these different shows. I'm just saying in general, it doesn't matter as long as that child is taken care of. I think that absolutely they could be raised successfully.
Single. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Now that you put it like that, you know me, I'm thinking, hey, look.
No, you're
I'm
thinking
just dolo. I got my own place.
No.
Drop that boy out here when you're ready, because just let me know when you come.
No.
I'm playing, y'all. But we're going to go ahead and get on up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those were some good questions, by the way.
Really was. Shocked and surprised.
hopefully, you know what I'm saying, those questions help you. It's been a help to you and things like that. And we like to thank y'all for hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying? We got to get these kids together and stuff like that. And we'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to follow us at HizandHerz Barnett on Facebook, HizandHerz Podcast on Instagram, HizandHerz Podcast on YouTube, and
Spotify.
Streaming now on Spotify. It's on Spotify.
Yay.
And good night, people. Love you.
Subscribe. And subscribe.
And we're going to get up out of here. Until the next time.
Good night.
Peace. Love you.